Good afternoon, staff, families, board members, and friends of the New England Center for Children. Today, I want to update our community on the current COVID situation at the New England Center. I'm sure you've all seen the national news that COVID is surging across the United States. We've also seen a similar resurgence of COVID cases in Massachusetts and at private special education schools similar to NECC. We've learned a great deal since the beginning of the pandemic last March, and we have many more tools at our disposal to contain the spread and fight the virus. Like the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, we also have greater access to testing. Our staff complete state-funded surveillance testing every 2 weeks, and we're able to test staff and students through our own Abbott rapid testing machines operated by our nursing staff. Additionally, the Commonwealth still has free testing available to all Massachusetts residents through Stop the Spread sites, which continue to be very helpful when we need to test large groups of staff. All of these preventive measures, however, are ineffective without the vigilance and discipline of every member of our community. I urge each of you to wear your mask and continue to practice social distancing and wash your hands frequently. Please try to limit your exposure to people outside of your immediate household. If you do decide to be with those outside of your household, wear a mask and practice social distancing, even if you're inside. It's really essential to stop the spread of the virus. Parents, your vigilance is just as important as our staff's. We hope that you too are disciplined in your personal and work lives to reduce the spread of COVID in our community. We're told by the Coronavirus Task Force leadership in Massachusetts that asymptomatic individuals in their 20s and 30s are fueling the recent resurgence in cases in our state. Please notify us if you or someone you know were in contact with an individual testing positive for COVID. This information allows us to isolate close contacts and test them quickly. I want to thank all of our amazing staff again and again and again for their vigilance and discipline. I want to thank all the staff who have reported potential symptoms or close contact with a positive case. It is because of your openness that we have been able to contain the spread so far. With 100,000 cases being diagnosed every day across our country, containing the spread is critical and challenging. I want all of our staff to know that if you do get COVID, NECC will support you. We've given every staff 10 personal days to use for COVID-related illness. If you're sick, you'll have the time you need to rest, and you will, of course, be paid. We know that everyone, myself included, has pandemic fatigue and feels the stress of maintaining constant vigilance in your work and personal lives. We all feel it. Some of you have lost loved ones. Some of you haven't seen your loved ones in the past 8 months. I'll be having Thanksgiving only with my sister in my apartment, no relatives this year. This continues to be very difficult for every one of us. I want to make sure that each of you know that if you need extra support, the New England Center Employee Assistance Program is here and ready and wants to help you. You can reach out to the emergency management team, supervisors on your own team, or to Mindy Walensky, who leads our Employee Assistance Program. If you're having trouble finding a counselor or mental health professional to work with, Mindy can help refer you through our new partnership with an organization called Psychiatry and Counseling Associates. I also want to make sure that our supervisors know that it is okay to ask us for help. This is a stressful time, and yet everyone continues to uphold our high standards of care and education for our students. The same resources are available to supervisors as to everybody here. We all need help and support during these times. I need it. It's been a long 8 months for everyone, but we remain committed to providing jobs for all our staff and services for our students and their families. Every effort will be made to keep the center fully operational and open as we move into the next phase of the pandemic. Thanks to all of you again. Let's stay vigilant, and we'll get through this difficult time together. We are beginning to see a few more cases, and every effort will be made to contain it. We need everybody's help to do it. Again, thank you, and hashtag Team NECC.